Und wieder Suche nach Spuren des Abgrunds. Weil wir das heute ja noch nicht getan haben. Ich habe den zu hoch. Jetzt müssen wir wahrscheinlich wieder kämpfen. Jetzt kommt da wahrscheinlich noch so ein Abgrundbote dahin. Nein, wir sind aber ziemlich gut gehalten. Wir haben gerade kein Essen verbraucht. Das heißt, wir haben noch Essen übrig. Wartet mal. Ich will nur schauen, was das Ding macht.
Understood.
Das war jetzt nicht wirklich viel. Irgendwann brauche ich es wahrscheinlich. Traveler. So. Halt die Schnauze, Traveler. Apropos Schnauze. Jetzt ist ja nur noch 2 Tage da. Da bekommen wir noch ein Buch. Ja. Nichts Legendäres gezogen. Das ist schrecklich. Nein, das ist eine Kiste zum Farmen. Da hinten ist eine Kiste zum Farmen. Da ist ein Ruinenwächter. So glaube ich, habe ich den Weg gefunden. Und 2 Abgrundmagier.
Over there! It's more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago.
Okay.
These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers?
Okay.
What a strange name.
Waren die Agrarmaschinen?
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the field tiller came about.
Okay.
Steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
500 Jahre lang ziellos herumwandern.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Ich will die aber nicht zerstören, jetzt wo ich die Geschichte kenne.
Come a little closer.
Dare to mess with me?
Surrender and be gentle.
Der ist genau von meiner Nase gedroppt.
Dare to mess with me? Wretched dastard! Have fun with this gift!
Ja, es ist okay, es ist okay.
Prepare to be blown away! Teamwork is dreamwork! We'll see about that!
Uff, uff, uff. Das sah ein bisschen traurig aus.
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Oh, could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame, and bring glory to His Highness the Prince.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of
Wahrscheinlich.
Fate's initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-leaving machine?
Hat das was mit der umgedrehten Statue zu tun?
From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-leaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
Wir konnten ihn letztes Mal nicht zerstören.
What do they want with Osile?
Ist dasselbe wie bei Dwalin.
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
Deine Spitznamen werden ständig länger.
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Conria. Though of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Conria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
Finden wir das Auge vor ihm.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Die göttlichen Thron
Oh
stürzen.
boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation?
Die Statue, sie hat ausgesehen wie der Animo.
Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
Okay. Zur Kathedrale. Okay. Falscher Knopf. Interessant. Dass jetzt so eine Nation Kanria dazu kommt.
Huge statue.
Hätte ich gedacht.
A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon! And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
Bist du nicht neugierig?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
Weil sie dich nicht kennen.
And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral.
Okay.
The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have.
Okay.
Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Okay. Au, meine Hand. Mit Barbara reden. Aber wir waren schon lange nicht mehr bei Barbara. Bam, badam, badam, bam, 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 bam. Ich hab dauernd die Melodie von Genshin im Kopf. Das ist schrecklich. Ich spiele so viel Genshin die letzten Tage, dass ich dauernd alle Melodien, die es gibt, im Kopf habe.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller.
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace.
Okay.
Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course.
Interessant.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside. It's for your own
Man
good.
sieht so aus, als ob sie gleich alles erzählt.
I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the tyrant's final fury? No, that's from another time. Probably.
The tyrant's final fury.
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair.
Okay.
Many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
Das scheint mir aber nur eine Sage zu sein.
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
Das muss ja nicht mit dem Tyrannen zusammenhängen.
Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Rosaria.
Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it
Schon wieder?
be
Ah nein, das war ja
the
nicht der
Abyss
Abgrund bei
Order
den
is
Wölfen.
targeting
Das
the
ist gut.
spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Okay.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Mach dir keine Sorgen, ich werde dir auch helfen.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal Archon protect you all.
Das ist wahrscheinlich gerade der Animo-Aufkommen. Gehen wir raus? Nein, doch. Gehen wir raus. Den muss hier unten warten. Hallo.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with the Vollen? Not again!
No,
Ich denke
that's
nicht.
not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Okay. Dann gehen wir wieder nach Wulfenlauf. Hier. Badabam, waren doch schon hier in der Quest. Du, du, du. Du, du. Du, 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 du. Ich finde es immer schade, dass die friedliche Musik unterbrochen wird durch Kampfmusik. Natürlich ist es besser für die Atmosphäre, aber trotzdem. Wäre so cool, so du hast so 20 Gegner, dann so du. Nein, das war Harry Potter.
You're in for a little shock.
It's me, Mario. Woohoo! Wo? Da. Komm her. Ist jetzt genug. Abgründi Magie. Ist genug. Komm her. Kriegst das? Dann kriegst du nur das. So, du da oben. Kriegst Feuer und Elektro und Patschu.
There sure are a lot
Ich
of
brenne.
enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. fits the Abyss Order's style.
Wir sollten uns Bein und Boreas finden.
Let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
Es geht nicht wirklich
It
darum.
has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
Du verabscheust die 7 wirklich, oder?
There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice.
Warum hast du so eine widersprüchliche Meinung?
Or is he protecting them?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Khaenri'ah by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Okay.
There he goes. What a strange man.
Ich kann verstehen, worauf er hinaus will.
Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Wenn das Vertrauen fehlt, ist es besser, die Situation komplett zu vermeiden, als zu verhandeln.
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas, but the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archons, buddy.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
Ich werde das übernehmen.
Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Kein Problem, dafür bin ich da. Ich mache eigentlich, seitdem ich hier bin, nicht mehr wirklich was anderes. Also seitdem ich Dvalin gerettet habe, bin ich eigentlich ständig nur noch der gegen den Abgrund kämpft und hilft. Soll mich in Ruhe lassen. Lass mich in Ruhe, okay. Hier fokussiert sich schon mal nicht mehr. Das bedeutet, dass wir wahrscheinlich auf dem Weg zurück sind. Da haben wir mal unsere Ruhe. So. Laufen wir zum Wolf des Norden. Wolfkönig des Nordens. Tut mir leid. Tut mir leid, lieber König, dass ich sie disrespektiert habe. Ich finde es so interessant gerade, ernsthaft. Ich bin gespannt, was passiert. Yo. Das Razor.
And the Abyss Herald.
Super.
You not welcome here. So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
Noch eine Runde mit dem Abgrundboten.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. Bow before the abyss.
So, dann bekämpfen wir den mal. Das sieht gar nicht so schlecht aus.
We'll see about that.
Ist das der gleiche wie vorhin oder hat er ein kleineres Level?
Let's light it up.
Come on, don't be so
Aitsch,
brute.
Aitsch.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little close.
Dare to mess with me?
Ah, ich wusste, dass er es nochmal macht. War so klar.
Try not to enjoy.
Be gone! Windblade!
You're in for a little.
Have fun with this kid! Oh!
Machen die Heli-Churls jetzt hier? Ich dachte mir schon, dass er einen Schutzschutzbot macht.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Autsch. Wehgetan, sag mal.
You're in for a little shock.
Autsch.
My.
Let's light it up!
Ich bin gut ausgewichen. Ich bin gerade so konzentriert, das ist schrecklich. Ich hasse es immer, wenn ich so konzentriert bin und dann nichts mehr sage, weil ich so konzentriert bin. Eigentlich ziemlich logisch, ne? Aber ja, heilen wir mal kurz. Pizza. Knallen wir noch in Traveler rein, so.
Dare to mess with me?
You're in for a little shock.
Jetzt wäre alles nicht schlecht, ne? So, knallen wir noch ein bisschen mehr darauf. So. Wir haben das Schutzschild gleich runter. Und dann wird er zerstört. Oder ist vielleicht dann automatisch kaputt, wer weiß.
Come a little closer.
Windblade!
Er ist automatisch runter. So. Nein, wie soll ich dich denn jetzt besiegen? Oh nein. Wie soll das gehen? Ich werde das noch niemals schaffen.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
Tschüss.
It disappeared again!
Wenigstens könnten wir es diesmal aufhalten.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Klar doch.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Das ist nicht deine Schuld, Razor.
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget.
Okay.
It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom.
Okay.
I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
Okay.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Konnte sich drehen?
Yes. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else?
Ja,
recently
das klingt
as
aber nach
well?
einem Bienenwächter. Also Flug.
Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after.
Ja, scheint mal
In
so.
this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Wir passen auf uns auf. Keine Angst, Razor.
Well, that was some good intel.
Okay, das heißt, der Flug war in Mondstadt. Aber wenn der Wolf des Norden es zerstört hat.
Dang, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Der Reisen erzählt Dane, was sie vom Geist Boreas erfahren hat.
I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
Der letzte Zorn des Tyrannen.
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Die Feuerbälle, die vom Himmel prasselten, waren vermutlich Raketen.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, it would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky.
Klingt logisch.
Then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
Nein,
What do you mean?
ich erinnere mich.
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.